Welcome everyone to the first Quizzes Cats review episode. Today we'll be talking about season 2 of Umbrella Academy. But before that, let's get into the introductions. We have Lyle,
Yo,
Ashwood, and myself here today.
Cody!
Me.
Cody.
So this is our first review episode, guys. It's exciting. I've been excited. I've been waiting all week for this. That's a lie. I forgot about it yesterday, but I'm still excited. And we're ready for this. I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
So we'll mostly just be covering season 2. I have put a bit of notes down just for season 1, perhaps just a recap and everything. But most of the thoughts will be for season 2. And of course, guys, spoilers. Like, if you haven't watched it, then
Big spoiler.
watch it. Like, nothing's going to be held back. We don't really care. We're going to tell everything. Boo, boo, boo. We'll edit that in. Actually, we should edit that. Yeah. Boo, 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 boo.
Yes, that must actually do editing.
But
Just
yeah,
so
so
upload it to YouTube. No, but actually,
do the small little edit. Boo, 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 boo. But anyway,
but yeah,
So-
guys.
I'm just gonna give us some background just of the Umbrella Academy itself. So if some of you don't know, it is based off a comic book series. Came out a few years ago. And basically the whole premise of it is, so back in 1989, 43 women got pregnant at the same time. And for some reason, none of them were even recalled as being pregnant, nothing like that. And they all gave birth to superpowered babies. So out of the 43, there was a billionaire that was kind of buying them, and he only got 7. I think buying is the wrong word, adopting. But I know he gave them money, so the mother's money, so buying them.
Bye.
He bought those kids.
Bought kids.
Both
man.
kids
some
to work
kids.
for them.
Trafficking.
Trafficking. Slavery
Oh
to
my
me.
God.
Not gonna lie.
is wrong. But yeah, so adopted by a genius billionaire, and in season 2 we find out some nice information about him as well. A very shocking information, I'm not gonna
Some
lie.
good
I was very
information.
shocked about that. So he basically raises the 7 terribly as well. He didn't even name them. He did not name them. So they're just 1 to 7. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So yeah, it mostly revolves around them. And in season 1, what happens is they basically come back for a reunion after the father passes away. And then there's a whole load of craziness that comes back, them trying to stop the apocalypse. Their brother, number 5, everyone's favorite, I'm not gonna lie, everyone's favorite, my favorite personally, comes back after being missing for about 16 years plus, to come stop the apocalypse. And yeah, long story short, they fail. And at the end of the episode, they can be seen 5 basically telling them to hang on. It's very clearly they're going to go back in time or going before this whole situation happened. And then season 2 picks up in 1960s Dallas, Texas. It's Dallas, Dallas, 1960s Dallas, Texas, where that was like, and yeah, so it basically picks up from that. So guys, season two. Actually, how do you guys feel about the show in general? Actually,
I love the show. I think it came out during a time of Netflix drought for me. Like
okay.
I watched basically everything that was going on
That's
on
actually
Netflix,
true.
and I think it was just before Stranger Things 3 or 2 came out.
Yeah.
But I know I didn't watch 2, and then Umbrella Academy came out. Was it last year?
Yeah, last year.
Was last year, yeah. And
Was
it
it
was
last
hot. I binged that.
Ah.
I binged the shit out of it, and I loved it because it showed. I'd say they're more anti-heroes than heroes. They're more just
Yeah.
people. They're more just people with superpowers and not superheroes. You know, even number 5 who thinks that he is the hero, he's just as messed up as everyone else.
We're all
Like-
messed up.
That's what I like Diego, and he thinks he's some superhero, but he's just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, you should superheroes do have like a narcissistic kind of like personality because
Yeah, for sure. I think-
they think they're right all the time. They
Yeah,
don't like
true.
they do past everyone else's perspectives or like views and stuff. And I like
Yeah.
the way they portray each and every one. Like, you know, that's why.
But I also glad that they just kind of like normal people. Like they don't get
Yeah.
that much respect from everyone else
Yeah.
because of their powers. People just
True.
disregard them like, nah, you're not the right, bro. You're not right in
It's not
the
made like a big deal that they exist and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's
Exactly.
not like, oh my gosh,
It's
this
the-
oh my word, they have this powers, they can do this, save the world. It's not
And-
like it's not like such a vibe.
You-
It's
you
just
notice,
like
like,
they just try to do what they can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
think I
notice-
also noticed like in season 1 they didn't really do like we saw a bit of shots of them like in the beginning, like in of them doing some superhero things, but it doesn't look like they did a lot of like there was definitely a time where they just stopped doing the whole superhero thing and they kind of just went to do their own lives, because we even when we catch up with them it's like one's a singer. I know Diego's always still trying to do his hero thing.
Yeah.
Vanya's doing doing writing and stuff like that. So I like that at one point they just all stopped, because I mean realistically with their childhood and stuff it probably was like a thing of they don't want to do this anymore because
Yeah.
it was so going through all of that. So I like how realistic it is, because a normal human would have a tough time just being a superhero the whole time or trying to do that, and at some point just like hell nah, I'm over this. I want to go be a single actress or whatever and do my own
Yeah.
thing.
I mean,
And that's like what you said, like they were just like in the world and no one was like, you notice in the world of season 1, like no one is like, oh shit, you were in the
Yeah.
Umbrella Academy, like you were that, like the only person who gets recognized is Allison by that one cop because of her acting.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
the-
exactly. And
like
she's
that-
just the
and
most popular
she's
one.
actually famous, like she's not
Yeah,
famous
she's
because
actually
of,
famous.
yeah. And it's like, my thing is, I have a conspiracy theory that the father made Allison rumor everyone to forget about the Umbrella Academy after he was done leading them, because like it's kind of
Okay.
like no one
like
speaks
rumor
about
the
it,
world.
like rumored the world.
could-
She could.
Do you think they could probably? I mean, I'm thinking maybe a microphone or something. Would that? Because I mean, we don't really know
How
the true extent of her powers.
Hmm.
Because in season 2, there was that that opening episode where you kind of saw the world was ending again, and they were all there, kind of showing. They showed their powers like at the
Oh.
peak, basically. And that was an
So-
amazing scene. by the
So
way.
I would want to get to that. I don't know how we're gonna
Hmm.
like transition into like explaining everything, or it's just like an all-out thing.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
that was like one of my most disappointing things, is that I didn't
Yeah.
come back to that, and
Mm.
I didn't get to see what's his name, Klaus use his power of like summoning the dead again.
Yeah, and it was like extreme
That was
one. That was a
so
dope
good.
scene.
And like my thing is,
That was dark, man.
that was so mad. He summoned the
Yeah.
dead, and the dead could like interact with the physical world. And I thought like,
Exactly.
oh shit, this is how Benny's gonna come back into the,
Hmm.
and like a big spoiler after this, but like I was like, oh shit, this is how Benny's gonna come back into the team.
Hmm.
And I was like, and they just like left it and went for alternative.
Yeah, that was probably my most disappointing, is that they didn't circle. I thought they were going to circle back to that, or we'd see
Yeah.
them like their powers increase slowly and
Yeah.
slowly. But when
They
we
were
meet
gonna
up with
die,
them,
guys.
yeah, no, definitely.
but
but I was hoping that they would. I was hoping they would
I
show
want
their
season
powers
3,
increase.
guys.
I wanted to see how they got, because even with like Klaus's powers, it's even with most of them, besides 5, who's basically mastered it, but just because he's had the years to master his powers. But besides, like a lot of them we haven't seen the full extent. Like I mean, we got to see Allison use it nicely. Like she actually rumored someone's head to explode. I was like, oh shit, she can
Yeah.
do that. Like I didn't know she could actually just do that. Like interact with I thought it was just like a mind thing, but we see maybe it's like a more of a physical thing. So I was really hoping that the season was gonna show their powers kind of. Well, because even with like Diego, his powers isn't necessarily throwing knives. It's that I think he can stop objects around him like moving.
Control.
Yeah, because he could
com-
stop the bullets and stuff like that. So even that, I was really hoping they would maybe just explain a bit more, or just get a bit more into like their power sets or how they evolve. But I was very disappointed that it wasn't about
Yeah.
that, because obviously they want to focus on the story more, I guess. But
But
I
I
was
think
really hoping.
I think that's what I like about it. It's a more of like on the back burner that oh shit, they have powers, like, you know. And they
yeah.
still, and it reminds me of that other series that
Mm.
was on Netflix. What's it called? I'm Not Okay with This, where
Okay, I never watched that actually.
like it's pretty like similar. Like what I don't know, like if it has similar writers or anything, but
Hmm.
but I would say like it's so down to earth. Like if you would have powers, you would still deal with normal shit, and
Yeah.
like And I think season 2 is more into the powers thing because they're trying to like use their powers to get back into time and stuff. And my thing is just a quick side note, like fight like Diego, fucking useless, bruh. You know?
He was a problem this season. I did not like him this season. He was so annoying to me this season. I was like, stop,
was
bruh.
just
Stop, just stop.
there,
Yeah.
Get
He
home.
was there.
And
But you know what?
Oh my god.
like Luther. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yo,
Luther's getting worse and worse.
Luther's getting worse.
It's getting
and
more
worse.
and more. It's like a big baby. It's like, oh, like yo, bruh, stop.
My thing is that he's supposed to be like the
Trying to
Superman.
go-
Superman.
Yeah,
type
he's like the
of guy.
Superman, I guess.
But it's kind of cool how he's like, oh, this number one big powerful guy is like
Yeah.
actually a fucking idiot, bruh. Like,
yeah, and he's always sad, bro. He's so sad.
I
He's
feel
really
like
sad.
it's just all mainly because he was more controlled by his father. He was
Yeah,
like,
he was like
always
the one.
Yeah.
father's wing, but always there. Now his father's not there. Now he's just
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do. He really
But
doesn't
the
know
first
what
thing
to
he
do.
did was go straight to his father when he came back into 1960.
Right? Oh yeah, that was a good.
bitch.
Yeah.
But I must say, I really like especially individually, the characteristics that they are. They really play onto it. Like they keep a lot of their characters, but they really play onto it this season. Especially with Diego, I think they really show his like, I forgot the word, but he has a hero complex almost. Like he's obsessed with needing to save everything the whole time, whether that's for the better or for the good. Because also, what I like this season is that I was expecting things to work fast. Like, how difficult can it be to gather the siblings and then have them all travel back? But it was actually tough for 5 to get them because and it makes sense because some of them have been there alone for a whole year. Some of them have been alone for 2 years. They thought their siblings were dead. They're not just gonna want to some of them don't just want to change that life. And also, because I mean, how many times was 5 trying to get them back? They literally had the whole suitcase and everything. And they all couldn't come together because of Vanya wanting to have the whole relationship thing, Allison doing her thing as well. So I like that it wasn't as easy as it could have been. Like, it could have really been a thing of I'm back.
I think with
let's go.
Allison, didn't she have like a whole family back in present day as well?
Yeah, and then right?
Yeah,
You
she
kind of
had a
forgot
child
about
and
that. They
everything.
didn't talk
Yeah,
about her
she had a
daughter once.
child.
I
She
must
had
say
a
that was a bit. They spoke about her maybe once, and that was only when she realized I
Yeah.
can see her again. But she never grieved, or it never saw like a moment where she was like, "Yo, my family."
I mean, she couldn't speak for a year.
Yeah, true.
Couldn't speak. Yeah, true. Like,
I'm
for
glad
a
she
year,
got
I
her
think-
powers back though. Yeah, she said she couldn't speak for like a year or so.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was not even any like acknowledgement or not even like a flashback, something to be like, "Oh yeah, she
Nah,
has it."
I
I
don't-
forgot about that daughter. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't think they should have done any flashbacks. For me, it would have just like disassociate the fact that they might stay in this time or like they might just die this season.
Yeah.
And I was like hoping that it would be like some morbid ending like this. But I guess it kind of gave that morbid ending that I wanted because now shit they fucked up the timeline, right?
They're messing up.
So like
they've just
it's,
messed up
it's
the
like
timeline.
my thing is I think it's like, oh, they finally got something right. My thing is I just like know that they bad at what they do, right?
Yeah,
That's how I see them. That's how I see
everything.
them. And that's why I like them because they make mistakes and they don't do it
Yeah.
perfectly. Like things don't go according to plan, and that's how life is, and that's like how things
Exactly.
work.
Yes, man.
And that's what
Whether
I
you're
like,
superpowered or not.
whether you're superpowered or not. And
Wow,
they brought it back as well. I was just like shocked that they actually did it, and I was like, okay. And then there was like, oh, the Sparrow Academy. I was like, okay.
I like the ending. I must say that was a very.
Oh,
It
that's
felt-
gonna be dark, man.
It felt very like it was a good way to end the season. It felt complete to me. Like, okay, this is a good way to start off the next season because now we're like, okay, what happened in those times?
Yeah.
Because apparently what happened is you could see that their father clearly what happened, they messed up the time because now he knew that he was going to get kids and I think what he might have done is he purposely didn't go get them. He went to
Yeah.
get the other kids because
'Cause
Ben
now-
wasn't there when so he didn't know that Ben was a part of the first group. So so now he probably purposely went and got other kids because like these guys because I mean when they were at the dinner table they were not giving a good show. Like they were not doing a good like he was just like, oh, I'm so disappointed. These are my kids type of thing. So he clearly obviously changed everything. He's like, okay, I'm not gonna get the Klaus, I'm not gonna get Diego, I'm not gonna get Allison, I'm gonna get a whole other group of kids. And just start to hopefully make it better, I guess, because I guess he found them a bit
disappointing.
as a failure. He kind of saw them as failures, I think. Which I mean, you can't really say because he didn't raise them to be. He didn't raise
My-
them very well. I'm not gonna lie. He
My-
was a terrible, shitty father.
I mean, he's not even a human.
He's not the father guy.
He's
He's
not
not
a
really the
human.
father, but
Oh
Like,
yeah,
there's no
I forgot about
humility
that.
with him, right?
yeah, no humility. Nothing.
I
He didn't-
forgot.
shouldn't have it,
I
you
forgot this
man.
man is an alien, man.
Oh yeah, that was a dope reveal.
That was
I
so
wasn't.
That was.
I'm not gonna lie. I
bad.
kind of not that I had suspicions, but I had suspicions that he wasn't like human because he just seemed like
I thought he
I don't
had,
know. He just seemed.
when he
Oh, you thought he has powers.
When he fought, I thought he had powers, and I thought he was
Okay.
looking for people like him, like when he recruited.
Nah, I think I knew the whole. I didn't think he was like one of them. I just knew. I felt like he was something. Like yeah, he didn't feel human to me. Like
Yeah.
something in me was
I
like,
was
okay, this guy
oblivious.
because of his technology and stuff. Mostly it was that got me. I'm like, I'm not shocked he's an alien because I feel like okay, he probably bought alien technology to like help with all of his different things and maybe the different gene stuff. But how do you guys feel about the time traveling actually?
I think
like
it's
how
a
they
bit
use it and-
broken. I think it's a bit broken.
It's time travel, bruh.
You know?
Yeah, the thing is, time travel will always have you thinking. I think we did it the best, and like people's probably gonna stab me for saying this. I think Endgame did it the best. They explained it properly. Like you travel through dimensions into
Yeah.
a similar timeline. You travel back into a
Mm.
similar destination of time, but it's not actually the same that you're traveling back to. You know?
Yeah, you just created a new dimension or created a
Yeah.
new timeline.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah, I think they did the best that they could. Honestly, that's one of the. It was one of those explanations where because of a lot of time when I'm not the biggest fan of time travel stuff because there's so much paradoxes and it's just like
Yeah.
okay, if you do this, it just causes that paradox. But I think they did the best that was the best explanation I've heard in a while. Where it was like they explained it and I wasn't like, oh wait. I was just like, okay, I can accept that. It was acceptable. I'm like, okay, I
Yeah.
can work with this. What y'all did, it's fine. I think with Umbrella Academy, I don't know. For me, I think they utilize it well. Obviously, they have their like issues, but I think the whole like I like that whole time organization thing. I think that helps a lot with
Oh yeah,
maybe with
explaining.
continuity and stuff
Mm.
because that really helps. Like, okay, there's actually a whole
My thing is,
company dedicated to time and
if
making
you
sure things work out and stuff like that.
if you are in a time company, right, and you like preventing things and stuff, and like, why would a timeline where the world ends in 1963 was 1963 exist, right?
Yeah.
Or something messed up, like going back because Five messed up, and like subconsciously or like without Five knowing, they sent Five back to correct the timeline, and that's why you could like travel back so perfectly, almost like you had a suitcase,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm.
But my thing is, I'm just like, I'm so off about Five's power, bruh. Like, how like he's freak powerful, right?
He's
He's-
so powerful.
So powerful.
Yes,
You can travel through time and space, right?
yeah.
You can take Vanya, bruh. After that, you can
You
take-
think
So-
so?
Take
Let's-
I think that's a fight. That's a
I
fight.
think that's
though.
a fight. That's a
like-
that's a
debatable
fight.
fight. But
That
I think
is-
Allison is the strongest though. Like if she can get the, if she can get, if she can open her-
Man, just falling over his own.
all I wanted to say is if she can open her mouth and I couldn't even open my mouth. If she can open her mouth I just
Yeah.
like just say whatever. That's why she's the strongest. And,
But-
like
But she's
Diego is
dumb, man. She's also
kind
no
of
good.
she's really
No, but
scared of her powers.
she's
That's the thing.
power. No, she's scared of herself. She's power hungry. She's evil.
Yeah,
She's
hey, you can see
evil.
every time she uses the power, she really starts. You
Yeah.
can see she starts getting
She
obsessed
starts
with it.
breaking.
And I mean, it kind of makes sense as well because you have the power to get anything you want. Like she
Yeah.
can walk into a store, they can give her everything, and she can walk out.
Yeah.
No one will even, especially
She
with
could
like
become president, you know.
easily.
She can.
Also, like how you said, maybe the whole like her, because I'm thinking because with me, like I always thought with her powers, if they put her on a microphone, would she be able to rumor like anyone within a certain space?
I think
like
I
how
think-
does that
like-
work?
I think that's gonna be like brought up because remember she
Yeah.
she made 3 guys' heads explode at once.
Yeah, exactly. So she can do it. Definitely, it's like a sound. Like I'm
Yeah.
thinking if it's
It
a
can be
proximity
amplified.
thing.
I wonder because Vanya, her powers work with sound waves, right? So like
Exactly.
whatever Vanya amplifies what she says, like that.
True. They've
can
never
really
used their
be-
powers like in conjunction
Yeah,
before. Hey, I've
they
never
never
seen
used
them
it
like together and see how.
I,
it
like
can,
I wondered we saying this in the right, you just like write that down, right?
Okay.
It's like,
This-
okay, this is
Yes.
Nobras is like on something. But I'd say Vanya really good this season. Like they really use
Yeah.
Ellen
I
Page
love her
to her
actress.
full
Ellen Page is so
capability.
good.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yes.
She's been mad.
I love it. The love story also
Yeah.
was really
Well done.
really good. Even the implications of like the husband getting angry at the wife's bisexuality and all of that stuff, that was like played so well.
Well done.
Played so
I
well.
must say, even the Allison story with like being in the civil rights era, it was also very well done. What I like about,
I feel
I
like it was
like
needed.
what's really nice is with all these
Yeah.
characters, they're all definitely out of place. Like I mean, Klaus is gay in the time when I'm sure it was like the worst time.
Yeah.
Same with Allison being black in the 1960s.
I'm so glad they brought it up. Like that was
Yeah,
the
I'm glad.
first
I was also worried they're just gonna.
Yeah, put
Like
it
before
there.
that, I was watching Back to the Future, and in the first movie they go back to 1955 or something, and there was like black people there, but there was zero racism. It was just like maybe.
No, there was some racism because in the first one he goes back, right, and the mayor in the current time, like the 80s, he's a black guy, right, and the guy says, "I'm gonna be mayor," and then someone is like,
Yeah.
"Ain't no color gonna be a mayor." Like
Did they say
yeah,
that?
they say that.
I
They
didn't
say
hear
that.
part.
Oh,
I actually,
yeah.
I actually didn't hear that part.
Because I
didn't
I
hear
go
that
back
part.
specifically now to like older movies to see like if they actually portray racism as a real thing.
Okay.
Because
Oh, I didn't actually know. Because there are shows or movies where they just gloss over. I'm like, no, that was America in the peak of racism. Like a peak
I
racism.
really liked it. The first thing that Allison saw was whites only.
Yeah,
I
'Cause
love
that's
it.
how would have happened. That really what would have happened.
Yeah, and if that,
Especially in
if that-
Dallas, Texas, that time.
yeah, and you notice the like if you watch any movie that goes like back in time or like is in states in the 60s, all fun, happy times.
Yeah,
There's no
it's like,
segregation
oh,
and
man.
fucking racism happening at its peak.
It's just dancing and like ice cream and everything.
And then you
you're
get
like,
those girls
nah.
that post, I want to go back to the 1950s. It's such a beautiful
like-
time for white people.
Was
And
it?
they-
For white straight people, it was the best time you could do.
Best
If you were
time.
anything else, no.
Anything else.
No.
couldn't
And
be
I mean, with
different.
them, they're all kind of oddballs in this sense. I mean, Vanya, like I said, being lesbian, Allison being black. That story, I must say, for me, Vanya's story was definitely, I'll say, the best out
The
of
best.
all of the siblings. Best developed as well, especially with her losing a memory and stuff as well.
Yeah. And she was funny this season, huh? She was
Yeah,
funny.
right?
Like
Last season was bleak.
yeah, she was bleak.
There was nothing to smile about.
She actually had personality.
Yeah, nothing to smile
They
about
first had
last
to
season.
strip away her personality to give her a new.
Yeah. They full
But
on
I'm
did it.
glad
Like,
she
okay.
she looked at the past and be like, okay, I'm not gonna be that person. Like she got her
Yeah,
conscience
that's.
back.
I'm also. I didn't want it to be evil. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wasn't too happy when
Oh,
it was like,
same,
yo, she's
bruh.
evil. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, she's so
Not
cool.
Ellen
When
She's
Page.
like my
I- when she
favorite.
was, when she was tied up, that's when I got worried, bruh. When she
Yeah.
was tied up, when there's people tied up and tried
Yo.
to away.
Yeah,
But-
you're like,
but
she's
that
gonna
was
that
blow
was
gonna
up.
be
I
the
was like,
trigger, right?
you're the world.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the trigger.
That was supposed to be the trigger.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
that was,
That was so
mad,
well
bruh.
done. Now she's really become one of like my favorite characters. Just in terms of like, I just love Ellen Page
Yeah.
in general, but also just the way she was developed. The story was, and I must say they divided the stories pretty well. Like they still were really good at that.
Yeah.
Like you really got a piece of everyone each episode. Like okay, this was happening with.
I just wish we got bitchy more like of Bane, and
Yeah.
because that
True,
send that send off was a bitchy too premature.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But
it
the thing
wasn't
is,
fulfilling
was
for me.
premature in a sense that.
But
he
just
could
to
come
bring it back
He
again.
could.
Yeah,
come
true,
back.
true,
true.
Um,
Okay, true. I guess they just
And
the
I
way
mean,
it
he
ended
didn't
at the time, I
experience-
wasn't happy.
Yeah.
He didn't experience any of his real childhood. I mean, he died, didn't he?
Yeah.
But they haven't actually explained how he dies yet, hey?
They haven't. They haven't. And it's so
They-
weird
they
that
have.
Didn't they like do like a short clip of it?
of his
though?
funeral.
Yeah, they gave his funeral, yeah. But even there, the father just told him it's their fault. Yo, imagine. That was so deep. I'm like, bruh, these are kids.
Bruh,
He
everybody's
told them
there.
straight. He's like, it's all your fault, guys. You
I
guys
think
messed up.
what is his fault? Like how strong is the father? Because his advice basically saved everyone. And he told Five to take things slower. Like, did he know?
Yeah, true.
Like, is he that
He's-
cognitive? Like, is his power that strong that he knew that them going back in time would like ultimately stop the world ending then, and they have
Yeah.
to go bounce through all of that stuff? And maybe why? Because he never got those other kids, and by him like faking his death in 2019 would send them back, make him choose different kids, and then he would have.
Do you think
like,
this whole thing
a
was
stronger
set by
Umbrella
him?
Academy.
I
don't-
actually think so, bruh.
He
I
could.
can actually
Maybe
think so.
he definitely has like a hyper intelligence for sure. Like he's
Yeah.
definitely smarter than
A
every person
genius,
on earth.
bruh.
Yeah.
He's smarter than everyone on
Genius.
earth for sure. So I wouldn't even be shocked. I'm just so curious where they're gonna go about it. Like there's so much. There's a lot of opportunities, and I mean now there's a whole load of different. Now the Sparrow Academy. Now there's a whole load of characters. And I'm just excited for that as well.
The
Do you
fight is
think
gonna be epic, bruh.
you think
Oh
that
my
that would
God.
be inspired by that kid, what's his name, Holland,
Which kid now?
because like Vanya gives him superpowers.
Oh yes, him. True. Yeah. Actually, I think I was
yeah.
watching a bit of like because I wasn't too sure about him. Apparently, he has powers in general. Because remember that scene where they were kind of arguing in the house and then the glass
then he
broke. Apparently,
calms-
that was him,
No man,
not Vanya. It
that
was
should have
him.
been-
So he does
he
have
calmed
some
Vanya
psychic
down.
ability. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like
No,
I know
man,
that
they
he
were-
does.
they were like-
He does have psychic abilities. I think Vanya might have just heightened it with giving him and taking her powers back, type of thing. I think she may have just heightened his powers in the time.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm excited for
I
him
can't
as
say,
well.
bruh. You know, we know us who played also one of the best roles in the movie, Lila, bruh, Diego's girlfriend.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
I
a
feel
nice
like
introduction.
that
She was a
genius,
fresh.
bruh.
She's
That
a
was
nice fresh
genius.
introduction.
Yo,
How
I
that,
knew
what's the
something
name?
was
The
up.
Chancellor. How the Chancellor
handler.
said
Handler.
The
that
handler, the
happened.
handler.
I mean the handler, not the Chancellor. What is the Chancellor? The handler. How she set that up that time
That was
already,
wow.
bro.
Yo,
Like, as
she
soon
was
as
ready.
Diego got away.
I must say I like her a lot. I'm sad that she's gone. I don't know if she's gonna be permanently gone. We never
I
know.
don't
They can
think so.
always
She
bring-
don't.
I don't think
think-
she's too good. I feel like in terms of just actress wise and the role, they love it too much. Like she's such a good. She plays that role so well.
Yeah.
She plays it the way she does, bro.
Can
I
I
think
just say one of my favorite
What we can
characters
do
this
is-
season was not characters per se, but like design was AJ.
AJ, the monkey, the ape. PJ, man.
Who's AJ, man?
Where's Cody?
Let me just Google this, man. AJ in Umbrella Academy.
Isn't it
He's
PJ?
the
The monkey.
AJ is the guy with the goldfish.
Oh.
He when I saw that design, I was like, nice. That is such a dope.
But that's straight out of the comic book, right?
Yes, kind of. I know that in the comics he has like a coat or something, like,
Mm.
but it just doesn't wear this. But I must say, it was just to put it on camera. It was very.
I
You have to
really like
remember
the
sh-
fact that he smokes also.
right? Also, so that cigarette coming out, I'm like, how are you gonna smoke though? Like, how do you smoke as a fish?
My
But
thing is,
it was very well.
I would think that the time people would be stronger, or like is Five that good that he could just like
He's the best, apparently. Yeah, I was shocked he killed them
He's
all
the
so.
best.
That was my favorite, one of my favorite scenes as well. But I was shocked that he killed
But-
them so easily.
They operated on 5.
Oh, did
They
they
actually
operate
operated on
him?
5 to make him the best within the.
yeah, he has
Oh,
like
Because I think it probably helped with his powers that he had already. So they were like, let's bump this boy up. Let's give him
because everybody
everything.
knows
became-
them.
yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah, and yeah, he's also the most popular one. Like everyone knows who he is. Like they just say 5.
apparently
like, oh, best
Diego is the
agent.
most popular one. Cause like,
In the
cause
oh yeah, true. And because
the people
apparently when they
that watch
when
the timelines, like
Wait,
really like it.
Wait, what?
Like they were there was a scene where
Ah.
Diego got to watch the timeline, remember? and like figure out
Oh,
how
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
go
yeah.
down. And that short guy like was like stoked to see.
Oh, he was like big fan something.
Yeah, and he was like he loves
Oh,
the,
yes, big
the
fan, big
Umbrella
fan.
Academy like so much. Yeah, and like
Oh, so they know who they are then.
yeah, obviously they
Yeah,
because they watch
know who they
everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they the like the timekeepers type of thing. Timekeepers.
I'd say like let's like run through each character and then we end
Mhm.
with our boy number 5, Ellen.
Yes, the best.
So-
motherfucker.
So we did.
Are we ranking them? Are we ranking them from lowest to highest?
You know what? Let's actually rank them. I
Let's,
guess personal rankings. I guess
personal. Okay. Yeah.
we start from the bottom to the top.
Okay. So from 7.
Number 1, bitch.
So from the like the
And you were all
worst
gonna agree
one,
with that, though. We
number
all
one,
agree, I guess.
Oh
on
my
that one.
gosh, Luther
the
is so
worst.
mopey. And once they have sex with his sister, like it's still
Yes, that thing. It's still weird, right? I know they're not siblings, but it's still weird to me. I still even Vanya brought it up. Is aren't we like siblings? I'm like, not really. Like, you know, basically.
Why do I know, bro? Like,
Vanya's like, isn't this weird, guys? Vanya knows what's
oh my
up.
word. Yo, like
Uh,
really just the worst. And number 6 for you guys, would number 6 be?
Number 6. I would say for
The
me,
only-
Klaus.
the only-
For real?
Not because
the
he's
only thing
bad.
that's unfair at the moment, the only thing that's unfair is that Ben didn't really get to.
Yeah,
play
I would
his
say Ben's
part.
from.
My-
I would put Ben
my
more in
thing
top
is-
if I
Because
could.
my
otherwise,
thing
I
is-
put Ben at number 6.
Ben, like Ben, Ben wasn't even in it. Like Ben wasn't even alive, and he's still better than Luther, bro.
No, that's true. 100%.
Oh my word.
100%.
Right?
You
So,
got
so
the chance, but I got the
number
chance with a
16.
girl. But
You know, he got his little shot there.
yeah, like you got to see some of Ben. Number 5. Number 5.
Let's see. For me,
Number 5 on the ranks. It's gonna have to be Diego then.
It's gonna have
yeah,
to
he
be
just has to
Diego.
take that spot. Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, he just has to go there.
He's cool. I like his power. Like he looks cool. Like his demeanor is
Yeah,
cool.
always.
Like
Yeah,
you know,
true.
he's just a cool
Oh,
guy,
yeah,
but
yeah,
but
yeah,
he's a bit too erratic. Like he's a wild card,
Yeah.
thinking that he's right all
Mm.
the time. Like he's a wild card in the group. Like even Luther knows a bit better than Diego does. And then
Diego can't calm down, bro. He does not know how to calm down.
I say number 4 for me would be Allison this season. And
Yeah.
like it's not a bad thing, but Allison first from season 1 would be number 7 for me. Like I really didn't like her last season.
Oh, she was dumb,
But-
It was
bruh. She
underdeveloped in season 1.
Yeah,
I must
but
say.
this
there was nothing.
season-
They didn't know really what to do with her, but they really had something to do with her this season. Like,
No.
okay, you're gonna be. It was perfect the way they put her whole story.
They really did some good
Oh, yeah,
development
yeah.
on Allison this season. Like she,
Like, I liked her this season.
I really liked this season. Like I was rooting for her this season.
I feel like just to sidetrack a bit, I feel like that's what the directors of the Umbrella or the writers of Umbrella Academy, they saw the fault in those actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just like wipe it away so that you can bring it back. Like with
Yeah, they
Vanya
definitely
and
good.
with
They did a
Allison.
good job.
Oh,
They did such a
Yeah.
good job.
yo.
I don't think they know
It
what
was
to do with Luther though, because Luther's Luther. I think they're just going for the whole he's a big baby thing. They are
He's a
just pushing
bitch.
on that. They're pushing on that.
Title of the video, Luther's a bitch.
Luther
is a bitch.
Luther is a bitch.
He's really the worst. Yeah.
Oh.
no.
Jesus.
Constantly. Every time.
Oh, my
Okay, where we at? We were number 5,
3.
which is Allison.
No,
Number 4.
number 4. Number 4 is Alice.
Number 4, Allison. Okay.
Yeah. Number 3.
Wasn't?
No. So
Yeah, no, she was number
for me, 7 was Luther, 6 was
Hmm.
Ben, and then 5 was Diego,
Diego.
and then 4
Hmm.
was Allison. So we're
Allison,
all on
okay.
the same. No.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay.
We are solid, bruh. We are
Okay. So
solid, actually.
number 3
Klaus. then.
has to be
Klaus.
Klaus. I
Yeah, just
love Klaus from
Yeah.
from season 1 till the season. He's nonchalant. I'm a drunk. I don't care about life.
I can't care about your
That like
I
any
ran that character about him.
even
I think
this,
I think with this, I think only thing I'm annoyed by him is just his power set. I just wish they did a bit like they did slight things. I just
Yeah.
wish they did more with his power.
I wish he
Because
was
for me-
stronger.
Yeah, I just wish he was stronger. That's all.
But he's the
But
coolest
I think
character.
that's just
He's
that
the
just
best
goes with his
character. One of the
character.
best characters, though. Overall. Like
He
when
didn't
he's
become
on
a
screen.
prophet.
Yeah, he became. He got a cult. He became a. He was in a cult, bro.
Cult leader, bro.
Full. And it's. I like the directions they all took as well. Like, okay, that I guess makes sense. He's got
That's
this.
so-
He made it
so
seem like he's got these
dynamic.
powers, and he's showing them, and they're just all like, wow.
Who's
He
that?
full on made a cult guy.
Full on made a cult. Number 2.
But I must say, whenever he's on screen, he's really like he's always he's a good screen presence. I must say, like whenever he's on screen, you're like, okay,
You know,
I
you
wanna
don't get
hear
bored
him say
watching him.
stuff.
You don't get bored
don't
watching
get
him.
bored
man.
watching
Like I actually
Probably
like
catching on
exploring
mad things.
Yeah, exactly. Give props to that.
Always.
Props to his, and you know he's the guy who actually does him is like an Irish, so props to the accent as well.
Luther's also Australian or British.
He's English.
Like, he's English.
He's English. Yeah. Props to him as well. Did a
Props to
good
both
accent.
them.
We don't. Props to them. That's the only props
I
Luther
know,
The
gets.
British really be colonizing American American film industry.
They can take any. They can take any British person. But it's the other way around. You can always tell when Americans doing a British accent. You always tell. Like you can hear that.
Except
Okay,
for
number
Idris
2.
Elba. I can always hear Idris
Idris
Elba's
Elba's well done.
His American accent is horrible. What you mean? That's
What?
horrible.
Nah, you know it's good. You know I say it's good because Keown's dad met him once and
Yeah.
he thought he was American. Like he full on went up to him and was like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Oh yeah, type of thing." And then she was like, he was shocked that he was English actually. So I think
No, but he
pulled it
doesn't.
off.
He doesn't look British, right?
Okay, true.
But I don't know. Like the last time I heard him with American accent, I was playing NBA 2K, so maybe he wasn't trying, but it was really bad. In that.
No, he probably wasn't trying.
Yeah.
I know he's good in The Wire. He has a good accent in The Wire, and he did that for like 4 years or something. So I think his accent's pretty on. His American accent's on point.
Okay, I have to check that out. I haven't seen like him doing some.
Check it
I haven't
out.
seen him do anything that's not British in a while. Because like I watched his Charlie
Yeah, no, he's back.
Ayo.
He's going back to Brit.
on Netflix.
He's just doing British accents now.
Yeah. Okay, so number 2.
We
know what our number
Yes,
1 is. Who's
Yeah.
next?
number
Vanya, I can
Vanya.
say, but I agree.
Vanya.
But we all can agree on that, though.
Yeah,
Vanya is
that's
definitely
it's
number
not like a default position. She really earned it this season. Like
That's most improved, bro.
most improved.
She was.
Her powers stronger, character development, like just all around the amazing performance by Ellen Page. Like everything was just
That girl always
perfect.
kills it,
The
though, eh?
writing was-
That girl kills it.
Chef,
Yo, the writing, yes. That
Chef-
writing this season was.
Chef Keith. For you, said in the mic.
Mwah.
That was amazing. I loved it. I loved it.
It really was good. I think 5 for me, I will say is the best just because
He's the best because he's
it's a
16
kid.
years old.
He plays
16
such a
years
good role.
And he,
I keep forgetting that he really plays a 16-year-old,
I
a
keep on
65-year-old
forgetting
chap and
that
a
he's
16-year-old.
16.
Right?
Like the
I
way you know him,
constantly-
He was 16.
I could never.
Remember
Acting
when?
Back
we
in the
were
due
16.
time days.
and the thing is,
That was just horrible.
I watch his YouTube channel. Guys, watch it.
Is it good?
That's just how he is, though.
I watched
Jeez.
I watched a video on Instagram though, but like even in that Instagram video that I watched, like his voice, it's so different actually.
Yes.
It's actually so different. He actually sounds like a kid.
Yeah.
But inside the film, you wouldn't say, bruh.
Yes.
This
So
one
good.
is the most
Yes.
mature thing ever.
Yo, the way you
Acting
walk
is
that style.
Yeah, his walk is so like,
But
I'm gonna get it.
I would say the old version of 5. I hate him. It's not
bad.
as cool.
It's bad, right?
Not as
It's
cool
bad.
as the
His old person was so whack. I'm
Yeah.
like, this,
Yeah.
why
I
did
thought
they
you
make
would
him
be like
cooler?
the coolest old bruh, but he's just like an
Right.
old
You
bruh.
have to go through the apocalypse.
He's just an old
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah, okay.
He's apocalypse.
No, but that one already did go through the apocalypse. Like he was 5 just before he went back into the just before he
Yeah, it was just he was about to betray the organization type
Yeah.
of thing. Like that's why he went to that specific one because it's like he knows he's already thinking about betraying. So it's like it's
Yeah.
not going to be too difficult to sway him to actually just do it now type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was bad.
Best
The
actor.
older version of him was
Yeah,
he was so lame. Didn't he seem lame? Like, like in a way
you
cool or intimidating or scary. I'm like, I wouldn't. You are the best assassin in that organization. You did not seem like any confidence, nothing, bro.
You got a lot of more confidence in this season.
Yeah,
Definitely.
no, well done.
Aiden
Yo,
Gallagher. Yo.
Aiden
Nah.
Gallagher. Nah. Yo.
need that clap. Props to you.
You
You're
did
killing it.
the
If you can do that
thing,
now,
dude.
imagine his
Well,
career,
but
though, honestly.
imagine- Yo, the thing is, if we can do that, imagine when he's actually
No.
older, bro. Yo.
Yo, nah, he's gonna kill it.
Yeah, he's a
As
prospect.
long as they-
sign his own forms, bruh.
But I must say, overall, with the cast, I think everyone's cast very well. Like,
Everyone's
I think the casting is done
I think-
so well.
If like the thing is the point of Luther, like I hate Luther, right? I don't know what's the point. I never read the comics, so like I won't know. But if the point for him to be like the worst was that
He's doing it well.
He's doing it well.
He's doing a great job.
He's doing it well.
He's doing
So,
it
yeah,
great.
I
He was
think
supposed to be.
I mean, he was the best when they were actually going out.
Yeah.
Maybe
He was basically the best. He was the leader.
yeah.
So
Number
now
one.
he's just like a little bit.
So
He's a
that's
little
like
bit.
someone out of his prime, like that high school brother.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
show.
so good.
Yeah, it's like one of that.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, he's still
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for his heroic moment. He's still waiting to impress daddy. You know?
Exactly. I'm excited to see how's he, because I mean, this next season's gonna be. I hope they develop on him a lot, because now he's not gonna like. I mean, he's probably gonna be a bit more like upset with his father
I
for
can't
sure.
see him changing. Actually,
I hope he
feel like he's
changes.
gonna-
Oh, why didn't you go find us? Why didn't you go find us?
I love you. You're my sister. But I love you.
I will always find that creepy, no matter what.
Yeah.
That
Always.
relationship, I don't want that relationship to happen. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
No,
don't want that to
must
happen.
never happen.
It's
too weird for me.
Look at writers for fucking Umbrella Academy. Listen, don't do that.
What you
That's
drinking now?
nasty.
Now what you drinking there?
I think if it's a Samsung C01 U Pro.
No, honestly, I mean, I binged that show on the Friday it came out. So just like, that's how excited I was.
Same.
I did
I waited like till the weekend to actually watch it, and I just
I
watched
did
it in
it
like
on the
2
day.
days. I waited. So it was like,
I just went for it. I was like, this is good. They really, honestly, there was a budget increase and you could see it, and it was utilized very well.
Yeah,
They got more
Yeah,
money and they
yes,
used it where
bro.
they needed to use it.
definitely.
Everything was this. Can I say this? The music was perfect this season. It's so every song for me worked with the situation. They didn't
Yo,
overuse
you hear that
music.
the Billie
what the
Eilish,
deep.
the Billie Eilish cover,
The cover.
like the
Wait,
the
oh yes,
alternate
that was
version.
good, eh?
I was so mad.
Oh, a bad guy or something.
Yeah,
It was
a
like,
bad guy. And they had this
I like
other
the-
Swedish version of it, like another mainstream song.
Yes.
It was so good. It was so good. Yo.
Oh yeah, I will say I think one of my only other things for the season as well. I didn't like that
Swedes.
group of the Swedish guys. I wasn't a big fan compared to Cha-Cha and I forgot his name again.
Yo, bring
compared to the
Cha-Cha
previous-
back. I want Mary
Bring
J.
Cha-Cha
Blige
back, actually.
Yo,
Hashtag bring Cha-Cha back.
bring
We
Cha-Cha
need her.
back. I need my
Mary J.
girl.
Blige. You know that? It's Mary
Yeah,
J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
I
Yeah,
think I'm
Mary
like,
J.
oh,
Blige.
props to Mary J.
Big
Blige.
Bring
for
my
getting
girl
that.
Mary J. back.
Bring Cha-Cha back. You know what? That's dope. Is they
What's
can
it
really do anything for season 3. Honestly, they can bring whoever they want back. They can just change everything.
And it's not like you're gonna. It's not like it will be unexpected,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't want this. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I mean, they
You
can.
know what,
Because the
dude, what's
timeline
this
is messed up.
before,
Anything can happen now.
Everything's changed. Full on. They're not even. There's no umbrella. The Umbrella Academy doesn't even exist
Yeah.
in
you
the
can
in their
get
timeline.
in whatever.
Yo, what are they
And
gonna do?
I
They
have
don't even have a
faith-
hope.
I have faith in those writers, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have a really good faith in those writers. They do.
But
They
if
haven't
you-
disappointed us.
We're looking to hire 3 young, innovative creators.
Yeah,
We
here.
keen.
FYI, they do a podcast actually for like seasons and stuff. So yeah, just saying, guys,
Right.
you know,
I
Okay.
saw,
We can-
yeah, I
yeah.
think I watched
you
that.
can do some commentary, just saying.
If
Whoever knows.
we need some podcast.
Netflix SA, here's out.
You get them on the podcast, on the Course
Right?
Sketch
What?
podcast.
I'll be
Maybe-
excited to talk to Ellen Page.
maybe
I'll just be like, Ellen,
if
you're
we
the
get-
I'll
best.
just die. Doesn't
If we get 50,000 likes on this video, we're gonna get
Smash that like
Umbrella
button.
Academy on.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like.
Share. Press that share
Make sure you
button.
hit the
Let's get to
notification bell.
50,000, guys.
But I think we can.
Let's get it 50,000.
We can wrap it up. As
Yeah, I think we
50
We
minutes,
can wrap
like-
it up.
So
Overall, I think we all. Wait, I was gonna say I wanted to do a rating system, like a 5-star rating
Okay.
system. So yeah, just from each of you guys.
for season 2, I give it a nice clean 4.5. I would say clean, but that 4.5.
Then you added something.
Yeah. I would give it a nice clean 4.75 stars,
Mm-hmm,
right? You know, so
But
but but overall, Umbrella Academy 5 stars all the time. All the time.
yeah, it's very well done.
I have-
round it off.
I have a suggestion for the next review we could do next week. Is that the Space Force actually.
Oh, I've watched it as well, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't
I
mind rewatching
watched it. I want to rewatch it. Some things I don't really like about it, but it's
Yeah, they
more
are problems.
more
There are
debatable.
problems.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot more debate. There's problems there. Don't worry. Okay.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it in the weekend.
It's good though. I mean, I love Steve Carell, but we'll see. We'll talk
We'll
about
see.
it.
We'll talk about it.
We'll
next
talk
time.
about
Talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. That's been us.
Who's doing
Yeah.
an outro?
Okay.
Cody,
Who's
this
in
is,
the other-
this is
What?
your segment, bro. You need to.
Okay. So, actually, I can't remember. What do we say in the outro? Okay, guys, please remember to like the video, share, subscribe, all the bells and whistles. Yeah, just support the channel. Yeah, everything. Just check us out. I don't think we're gonna do recommendations for this episode.
Yeah,
This isn't that
this is
type
not
of.
the
This
podcast.
isn't that type
That's
of show. But guys, Netflix is there, Showmax
And
is there,
remember-
YouTube is
and
there. Watch
remember,
that.
Watch that.
50,000 likes.
50,000.
We'll
We'll
get-
get that
We're gonna get
Academy
that
on you
Umbrella
straight up.
Academy on
Quick
it.
first.
We
The
actually
whole
know
cast.
50,000 likes. We'll be in season 3, guys. We'll be
Done. You'll see us there.
You'll see us.
Guarantee you. 50,000. We'll do it.
Us doing a podcast in the season.
We're just there.
there.
So,
the directors asked, "What you guys good at?"
Talking?
podcasts."
talk.
Want us to
Talk
We can
really
talk.
good.
We talk. I can talk. I tell you one thing. Something that people can't really do. I can do it. I can talk.
Talk.
But yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks
Thanks for the
tuning in,
episode,
guys. It was
Thanks.
awesome.
No,
Enjoy the week
awesome.
and stay safe.
Stay
Get
safe.
your liquor, y'all. Get your liquor, y'all.
Get your liquor.
Get your
That
liquor.
liquor. Get your
I'm
ciggies.
so done. I'm so done with it.